Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of multiple patients. So, let's begin with the journeys of our first patient and see how their hair transplant surgery transformed their appearance and boosted their confidence.
My hair loss actually started around the age of 20 to 21. I noticed a small patch on my crown area. I've looked at so many different clinics in the UK and outside. I come across QHT Clinic via their Instagram page. That led to looking at their website, some videos on YouTube. I reached out towards the end of 2021. Hi, my name is Ajay. I'm from the UK. I'm 27 years old. My hair loss actually started around the age of 20 to 21. I noticed a small patch on my crown area. At first, I didn't think anything of this, and then slowly, gradually, it started becoming bigger. At this point, I consulted with a few people, a few clinics based in the UK, and because of my age, I was advised to take some medication. So I started taking finasteride combined with minoxidil, but over the years it hasn't actually brought my hair back to the way it was. So I've been contemplating a hair transplant for a long time now. I've looked at so many different clinics in the UK and outside. I come across QHT Clinic via their Instagram page. That led to looking at their website, some videos on YouTube. I reached out towards the end of 2021. Where I live in the UK, and QHT is based in Haridwar. For me, it was going to take some planning to finally get out here in Haridwar. To proceed with firstly my first consultation face to face with the doctor, which was very informative. He answered all of my questions without making me feel like pressurized, so I'm very thankful to him. If all goes well, should be proceeding with my surgery over the next few days, so looking forward to it. So I came across QHT Clinic. One thing that really struck out to me was how natural the results are. When comparing the pictures I'd seen from the Instagram page, in contrast to other clinics out there, the naturalness of the QHT results were nearly second to none. So the look that I'm going for is more of a natural hairline, just bringing the corners slightly more forward. This is an area that I've been, self-conscious about over the years. I'm someone that likes to style my hair, so if I could have more of an even sort of natural hairline, that's something that I think would really make me, increase my confidence when it comes to styling my hair, to give me more options with what I could do with styling my hair. And then one of my major concerns is actually the crown area. This is actually where it all started. There was just a small patch to begin with, which initially I didn't think anything of it, and then slowly, gradually, it just became bigger. So I'm hoping that the coverage of my crown can become full again like it once was. That's really important to me. So yeah, if I can have a full head of hair on my crown again, and a slight touch up on my hairline just to make it more natural in the corners, that would be fantastic. But again, I keep using the word natural. That's the reason I'm sat here today, because from what I've seen of QHT before, the results, you can't tell that someone has had a hair transplant before. I had my first face-to-face consultation with a doctor. He's advised to me that for the results I'm hoping to achieve, the required grafts for my hairline will be around 800 to 1,000, and for the crown area will be a similar amount, 1,000. So approximately around 2,000 grafts in total which is actually less than I was expecting. So I'm happy with that. In terms of the surgery itself, this is a massive thing for me. So naturally I feel quite nervous, but having watched videos of patients who have had their surgeries done already, I know that they've mentioned that it was, there was near to no pain. It was quite a smooth process, so I'm hoping it can be the same for me as well. Soon I will be going for my procedure, and then after that I will show you and keep you posted with my results. Thank you. My surgery is now complete. It was completed in 1 day. In total, I've had 2,950 grafts completed. The surgery was a good experience. At times it can be painful, but the doctors and the technicians would ask constantly whether I was in any pain, and if I said yes, then they would make sure that they would the local anesthetic would be either topped up or they would make a change so the pain was less. I went for the QHT technique as I want the very best results. So I'm hoping that in 6 to 8 months the results will come through. So looking forward to the results now. In general, the clinic seems very clean. The facilities are very high class. So yes, overall a good experience. So during the surgery, there was a bit of uncertain feeling about how the grafts would be. Of course, most of the time I was either asleep or couldn't see the surgery. So during the surgery, there's a bit of an uncertain feeling, but now that I'm out of the operation theatre, now that I've had a look at my grafts and my new hairline, how the grafts have been implanted, it seems to be a good result. I'm happy with my hairline. Of course, time will tell how it will actually look, but I know it's quite a process that requires some level of patience now, so I'm ready for that. The doctors have also advised that now that my surgery has been completed, there's some precautions that I need to take care of. For example, I need to keep the grafted area quite moist. For this, I've been provided with sodium chloride that I will have to spray for every 2 hours. I've also been shown how to apply my surgical cap safely. So this I will be doing now. Also, one of the precautions I've been advised about is to avoid dust and sunlight, and hopefully the surgical cap will help to enable this. So yes, even though that the surgery has now been completed, the doctors have advised of the many precautions that I should be taking. So now that I've had my transplant done, it's quite a feeling of relief. I must be honest, this is something that I've been thinking about for now 5 or 6 years. And even up until the day of the surgery, when I walked into the clinic, I was having some reservations about whether this is actually something that I want to go ahead with. I would suggest that it wasn't until that I actually got into the operation theatre where I was 100% that I would like to go ahead with this. But now that I've done it, there's no looking back, it's just looking forwards. and I'm hoping the results will make it worthwhile, and that all these doubts I've been having, all these concerns over the last 5-6 years will now be gone. And I'm hoping that I will have a good head of hair, that I can style it in any way that I want. Thank you, QHT. I look forward to my results.
Now, let's move on to the next patient.
The other very interesting thing was the doctors were with me all the time. They were asking me how I was feeling. They never left my side. I felt cared. I felt supported from start to end. I was never too tired, never too upset, never in pain, never uncomfortable. Hello, my name is Edwin Mendoza, and I want to tell you my story about my baldness. It all started maybe in my mid-30s. I started just having the little gaps, and then it went all the way up to all this region, and it started being a little bit patchy and looking funny. I made the decision at home to just inquire and research about some type of help, and the surgery was the best option for me. So I researched a couple of clinics in Turkey, which is a mecca for hair loss surgery. What I didn't know back then was that in India, they have actually the most advanced procedures for this type of surgery. Across my research, I came with 2 different clinics in Turkey. My biggest concern with them were the very high prices they charged me at the start, and then how much they reduced with time, which led me to think maybe they were just trying to put their hand in my pocket. What made me make a decision on QHT was basically the professionalism of the people over the phone. Yes, not everything is perfect and everything cannot be perfect, but it was the best experience I had. They were always happy to answer my queries. They were always happy to give me a call and put an ease to my anxiety. As we all know, being from far away to where the clinic is adds a lot of extra anxiety in terms of, will these people take my money? Will the surgery be as I expect? And the answer is, it was just a great experience for me. When we decided to definitely come to QHT, they offered a different type of packages. We didn't actually take a full package, but they have been taking care of everything for us. This time I came with a friend as well, and we did a massive research about what we could get. We're going today to just understand exactly how many grafts are we going to need, and tomorrow is going to be the big day of surgery for us. Full questions answered, a very honest, transparent negotiating process, and by negotiating I don't mean price reduction, but actually understanding what I'm going to get for the money, really good value for money, and an excellent team on site is what we're getting so far. I expect to come back to all of you tomorrow, pre and post my surgery, to let you know how this amazing experience keeps going. Thank you. Well, I told you I would be back, and I am back with the rest of my story of how the procedure went with QHT. So, my procedure was a rather long one. As you could have seen on the first couple videos, I was rather bold. That meant that my procedure had to take place over 2 days. The communication prior to was excellent. They asked me what to eat, what to avoid, how to organize myself for the procedure. And then on day one, they started very early. I arrived at the clinic at 8 a.m. By 8:30, they had already started punching and doing the first process, however technicality it is called. The first day was, as mentioned, long, but I never felt concerned. I never felt like I didn't have any piece of information that I needed. I had all the breaks I needed, be it toilet breaks or water breaks, even food breaks, because the procedure was long. First day, because of my boldness, we went for around 10 hours. That means I had to stop plenty of times for toilet breaks and etc. as mentioned. But the most important thing was every time I needed something like a blanket or I was too uncomfortable because of course lying down you get to be sore, I could ask the team to stop and they would let me stand up, stretch out, and get back into it again. The other very interesting thing was the doctors were with me all the time. They would tell me at every step what was going to be next. Okay, now we're going to start with the extraction. You need about 5,500 grafts. We're going to do 3,000 to start off with. We're going to start with the implantation. How do you feel? Do you want to make a break now? Do you want to juice? Are you okay with pain? Is it hurting? Do you need more medicine? They never left my side. I felt cared. I felt supported. And I never had the time to even be scared or to wonder what was going on because they were telling me step by step what was happening. Pain is very minimal. Discomfort exists, but pain is very minimal as mentioned. Doctors are all the time asking you how you're feeling, if you feel that you need more support with pain control. So, in all honesty, it was a great experience from start to end. I was never too tired, never too upset, never in pain, never uncomfortable. I even had the energy to go shopping after the procedure finished. If you have any doubts, they are not well founded. Come to India, come to the clinic, have your procedure done. I know you won't regret it. I am super happy with it. Thank you very much for listening to me and for joining me in my trip of getting a new hair. And I hope you decide for the best and for the most bang for buck, value for money, you will find it here. Thank you very much. See you later.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.